Queen's Indian defense, Fianchetto, Nimzowitsch variation, quiet, check variation, Intermezzo line, 7.bg2c68.bc3d59.ne5 Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. Both players had an amazing opening. It was a well-fought middle game that white got the better of. Opening with the queen's pawn. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. By taking control of the crucial d5 square and creating a space on which the knight can move to c3 without obstructing the c-pawn, move c4 helps to create a strong center. The move e6 creates a line for the dark squared bishop, sets up a rapid castle, and prepares to push a pawn to d5 and recover the piece if it is taken. Nf3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. The light squared bishop is getting ready to be fianchetto by the queen's Indian defense on b7, where it will affect the long diagonal. The light squared bishop is getting ready to be fianchetto on g2, where it will be positioned on the long diagonal. ba6 immediately attacks the undefended c4 pawn, hoping to provoke b2-b3. b3 protects the c4 pawn and prepares to fianchetto the dark squared bishop to b2, where it will sit on the long diagonal. bb4 plus develops the bishop and puts the white king in check. bd2 develops the bishop, blocks the check and offers an exchange of dark squared bishops. b7 retreats the dark squared bishop after achieving the goal of misplacing white's dark squared bishop on d2, which would much prefer to be b2. Fianchetto move bg2 places the bishop on the long diagonal. The d5 pawn drive is prepared by c6, which also controls the d5 and b5 squares. bc3 moves the bishop to a square that supports the d4 pawn and opens up the d2 square. As it moves into the center, d5 engages the c4 pawn in combat. ne5 centralizes the knight, defends the c4 pawn and opens up the light squared bishop. nfd7 attacks the e5 knight, which is helping white guard c4. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. Recaptures. The pawn is now adequately defended. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. Castling develops a rook, while also moving the king to safety. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent tends to lead to less sharp positions as compared with opposite side castling. This activates a rook by developing it off of its starting square. This strikes at the center with a pawn, fighting for space. This threatens to win a pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is the only good move. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. This exchange is fair. This threatens to reveal an attack on a rook. It is the last book move. This passes up the chance to make a passed pawn. It is incorrect. Backs off. This might indicate that a rook was attacked. It is ideal. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. This stops the opponent from being able to reveal an attack on a rook. It is best. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. That is a logical response. It is quite good. The knight becomes more active as a result, gaining control over more of the board. That's good. When the queen retreats, this attack wins a tempo. That's good. The queen is now on a square that is more secure. It is ideal. This deters an assault on a pawn that is weak. It is ideal. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. This poses a fork piece threat. It is ideal. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This prevents the opponent from being able to fork pieces. It is best. A rook enters the action after developing outside of its starting square as a result. It is quite good. This connects the rooks, which helps them coordinate together in the future. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This exchange is fair. It is quite good. Recaptures. It is ideal. This accomplishes this by posing a threat to a rook and compelling it to flee. It is ideal. A knight is lost as a result of this. It is a mistake. This is the way to win a knight. This is the only good move. This took advantage of a mistake and white now has a winning advantage. It is a great move. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. Both players had an amazing opening. It was a well-fought middle game that white got the better of.